Hey guys, 8BitD here. If I were to come up to you and ask, what's your favorite game? Would you tell me the latest shooter with your state-of-the-art new setup and newest game? Or would you come up to me and tell me an old platformer from your days as a little chitlin? Or would you just tell me to get out of your house and what the hell am I doing in there? Because I'd ask myself that, I guess. Everyone's got their own opinions, and these are my top 8 favorite games. Oh, and also, there's only one per franchise, so that's in there. Okay, yeah, got it.
Alright, here's a fun fact. I was born in 1995, so I didn't grow up with one of those NES machines. I had a Super Nintendo that my parents had before they had me. But when Shovel Knight came out, I was still hyped like a goddamn mall cop with a fresh bag of donuts. The pixel art really dragged me in from the very beginning. And the music! Oh, the music! I found myself singing along the entire time, even if I was off-key, and off-tempo, and off-pitch. Just kidding, I know my treble bass is 15th notes and horizontal clefs, whatnot. Seriously though, this is a great game and everything that a platformer should strive to be. There's solid platforming, tight controls, amazing music, and fantastic visuals. It's so pretty to look at. My only minor complaint is its length. It is a rather short game, but I don't think that's how a game should be judged. It should be judged on how good it is, not by how long it is, and the experience is totally worth it. I can tell you firsthand that the achievements alone enhance the replay value of this game. I've played through dozens of times and it has not lost its charm yet. I rate it an 8 out of 8. Get what I did there? It's like number 8 on my list, and it's also like my name and... I may be a Nintendo guy from way back, but I can respect a good game when I see one. Sega really had it right with the original Sonic games. It really appealed to the typical 90s kid. Skip ahead to current gen console games with Sonic starring in them, and you're not going to get very far because they are garbage. I mean, Sonic Boom, Sonic Unleashed, that Night one, and Sonic 06. Let's take a look between current gen and classic Sonic games where there really are some gems. You can expect my next video series to be about defending these games, as I think they catch way too much flack. My first taste of Sonic was actually Sonic Adventure for the GameCube, and although it wasn't the very first one released on the Nintendo console, it was the first time I had a taste of it. But my love for the series really expanded when I saw Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I really like the story. I mean, stopping the apocalypse from a giant space station, gonna fire a beam at stuff, that's pretty cool. And there's so many missions that it can keep you busy forever. I mean, I'm still playing them on and off whenever I have free time. There's even the Chow, which is like basically a cuteness explosion with like RPG stuff, and you get to customize them, and it's really cool, and they're adorable, and me and my friends used to compete with them. I don't know, they're sweet. Maybe the visuals don't hold up all that great, but still, I mean, it's at least it controls, unlike recent Sonic games. This next one is a really tough decision for me. I had to decide on just one Mario RPG game, and that includes the Mario & Luigi series, Super Mario RPG, and the Paper Mario series. All of these games are really special to me, but I have to give the nod to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Remember when the Wii came out and everybody was excited, like, oh my god, there's motion control, oh my lord, this is so amazing! Once I got my Wii, I took it out of the box and played a whole 10 frames of bowling before I started using it as an expensive GameCube to play Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. The whole paper aesthetic really appealed to me. I always really liked it for some reason. I don't know, it's just cute and it's cool looking, I guess, yeah. It's really one of my favorite stories in video games too. I mean, it's really compelling, at least for me it is, and advancing through the game you feel a real sense of progression. Maybe it's the huge amount of star points you get after you beat a big boss. You can really feel yourself getting stronger, and that's a really important thing for an RPG. And, I mean, the wit of the game is just enough to keep you playing too, and it really gives the darker story a lighter feel to it. Ah, the N64, where shooters were fun and far between, fighting games were okay, I guess, racing was pretty cool if you liked it, and it had 3D platformers, which aren't even a thing anymore. But they were my favorite, and the N64 is just awesome for it. I mean, you had Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and my favorite, Banjo Tooie. The sprawling, interconnected worlds, the perfect amount of collectibles without even being the slightest bit boring. Hey, get out of here, Donkey Kong 64, get out of here, scram! Just kidding, you know I love you. There's good controls, and even a great camera by N64 standards. There's only one minor thing that bugs me. I mean, Jiggies are the main collectible, so you would think there'd be like an even number, and I guess 90 is an even number, but there's only 90 Jiggies. I just feel like there should be 100, like there was in Banjo-Kazooie. Like, you couldn't just throw one filler level in there to give me 10 more Jiggies? I don't know. I take that back. That maybe is the best thing about Banjo Tooie is nothing feels rushed, they took their time, and it's just nearly perfect. Alright, remember that fun fact from earlier? No? Well, that's alright, because you're probably not listening to me anyway. I grew up with a Super Nintendo, and I played the hell out of it. I had 3 games. One was Earthworm Jim 2, the second I'll name later on in this list, and the third, Super Mario World. This game actually gave me my first, oh my god, is that real moment in video games. You know, like, go up to the truck and use strength a whole bunch of times, or my dad works at Nintendo and he told me this. Most of the time these stories turn out to be a bunch of hooey, but this one was real. My older cousins used to tell me stories about how their babysitter unlocked the secret Moon World, which was supposedly after Star World, but I could never find it. But the one day when I found out there was a special world after Star World, my mind exploded. Any dork could find Star World. I mean, you just find the secret exit and bada bing bada boom, you're in Star Town. But it took real knowledge and master of the game to find the secret Moon World, or what it actually is, Special World. Oh yeah, and everything about the game is perfect. I mean, it's a virtually perfect platform with a pristine Nintendo polish. It's just amazing.
Alright, now I know what you're thinking. All of these have been Nintendo games so far, but yeah, you're right. Like, all of them are. Maybe with the exception of Shovel Knight, but I played it on the Wii U, so it's all Nintendo games. So, ditch the blast processing and get ready for Nintendo time, because here we go, yeah!
If you were to ask me my favorite Nintendo franchise, I would easily tell you that it is Star Fox. It really has been neglected in the past few years though, and the last official release was on a handheld. But if there's one game that I can come back to year after year, day after day, month after month, it's Star Fox 64. I still play it all the time to try to beat my old high scores, which I usually do improve every time I play, which is amazing for how long it's been out and how long I've been playing it. I could probably quote the entire thing. I mean, I just love listening to the conversations that they have back and forth, whether it's Star Wolf, Star Fox, Andross, any of the bad guys, it's just awesome. Sometimes I even wish I could just have my own voice in the game. This is 8-Bit. I'm good. Already, Slippy? God damn. Why are you in such a bad mood already, Falco? I mean, there's not a whole lot else I can say about this game. It's basically a real shooter, but it's a real shooter that almost defined my childhood. I can't wait until the Star Fox Wii U comes out. This is where my one per franchise rule hits really hard. Deciding between Earthbound and the Japan-only Mother 3 is one of the hardest decisions I've had to make. I love both Ness and Lucas to death, or as most people might know them from the 2 normal-looking kids in Smash Bros. With sweet powers. Both of these games are magnificent. When it comes down to it, I have to give the number 2 spot on my list to Mother 3. It's truly one of the greatest pieces of art I've ever experienced, and that includes novels, movies, and even my 3rd grade art. Shigesato Itoi is a mastermind. Mother 3 brought me to tears not once, but twice during my playthrough of it. Besides the tears, this game brought me plenty of joy. This game is truly a masterpiece, and anything I say won't do it any justice. Just play it yourself. Besides, the only way to play it in English is, free anyway. The Donkey Kong Country trilogy gets tons of praise, and that's rightfully so, because it's one of the greatest gaming trilogies there is. Period. I love them all for what they are, and I can respect everything that each one brings to the table. I love the variety of Donkey Kong Country 3. I mean, every single level has a gimmick that sets it apart from all the other levels, and it's so clever and crafty, and it's amazing. I really respect Donkey Kong Country 2 for bringing a completion bonus to Donkey Kong Country and introducing a lost world, but the one that really has my heart is the original Donkey Kong Country. This was in fact the other SNES game that I had as a kid, and I freaking love it. It spawned what I believe to be the greatest trilogy in gaming history, and it stands alone as one of the best games ever made, in my opinion. I can't tell you enough about how much I love this game. I mean, there isn't one thing I dislike about it. You can ask me anything and I probably love that aspect of the game. That's why this game gets the number 1 spot on my top 8 favorite games of all time.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching my top 8 games ever. I mean, I learned a lot from making this video. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I really hope you could enjoy it. Maybe there'll be some links right here. Maybe. If there is, click on them. If not, ignore me. I'm just crazy. I'll see you next time.